What are we doing, Sef?
Oh, yes. How is it over there, wherever in the world you're watching this video right now? Hot on my part of town, very hot. You see 91 degrees, 110 degrees in some parts. In Houston, in Georgia, you have 90, in the 90s. It's hot. And I know a lot of folks are like, I can't wait to get into the pool. Okay, but at the same time, how is it? How is it so hot on your side? Drop comments, let us know, share how you're feeling in this summertime. Summertime is supposed to be a time you know, less of clothes around you, right? Everybody just go out and have a good time at the beach and all of that. And but this time you can't wait to get into the beach. Some of the beaches are even hot. What are we doing, Sef? A lot of people are blaming like climate change and what have you. Hey, I don't know what it is. Is it climate change? Or, you know, or you want to say maybe there's something happening somewhere in the ozone layer or whatever you call it. You know, it's making the weather look so extreme, so hot, you know. But last year, they say it was breaking records. Now it's breaking, I don't know what it's breaking now because records are being shattered right now, all over the place. How is it on your side? Is it stormy, rainy, or is also hot? Well, it's hot over here. And I got some hot gist for you as well, okay? For those of you who are watching and you are a sympathizer of the war going on between Ukraine and Russia, hey, I'm also a sympathizer as well. I wish there would be more peace on earth rather than fight. There should be a way around it, right? You know, and talking about that, maybe it's even getting worse right now because the Russian president is now canvassing, should I say, with Africans to supply grains to some African nations. Grains. So are you telling me that there are grains from Russia that are excellent, good enough for Africans? Are you telling me that we don't have the best of grains in Africa with this kind of soil we have? So much that Africans have to trade for grains with Russia? Or is this another way of how Africans are being, you know, maneuvered or tricked? You tell me, because I don't know. The other day there was a conference where this was happening and African leaders came around and there was a forum where business was being, you know, talked about concerning exporting of grains from Russia to Africa. I'm just a little bit surprised because I know African soil, we know how to produce grains. But now I'm hearing that, you know, you have to, some African countries, Eritrea, Burkina Faso, and so on, are relying on grains from Russia, way in Russia. What happened to our own farmers? What happened to our own production of even grains? What are we doing, Sef? Okay? You tell me, because I don't know. Yeah, for real? Or it's just another way of how Africans can be, you know, put in a box? Or how Africa is making Africans to look down on themselves and rather look at the easy way and just get stuff without trying to see how they can make it easier for themselves in terms of the prices, how it could be affordable and all of that, making our own farmers in Africa much more better and producing this stuff. Because I really don't get that grain thing. I know, you know, back in the day, you know, grain production was huge in some parts of Africa. So I really, you know, you tell me, is there something I'm missing here? Or what's going on, you know? And remember, Russia seems to be getting himself out there as the bad guy, right? Is he trying to use Africa as an ally? Hey, I don't know. You tell me. Moving on. And remember, as you move on, kindly subscribe if you're just watching this program and share to others as well for them to enjoy this beautiful content as we move on into seeing how we as Africans, as a culture, can proceed progressively. Now, here's the other news. Okay, fine. No, it's not fine. No, because another country in Africa is going through a coup process. Niger Republic. Have you guys heard? There is a coup going on. Maybe it has even stopped. You'll see the video as well. What are we doing, Sef? Are we seeing another coup? Is it a new trend coming back to Africa? Where you see coups taking place. as if it's in vogue. What are we doing, Sef? Now, we were talking about, if you watch some of my videos weeks ago, where we talk about Sudan, the uprising in Sudan, where, a junior officer is taking over from senior officer or whatever, destroying the whole nation because of one selfish reason or the other. That's Sudan, still going through crisis. Now we are having Niger Republic having to go through another setback, so to speak. Now, the leadership was overthrown by his own very good allies in terms of friends in the military. Who else can you even trust? Now there's a coup again, destroying of homes, houses, and of course it's going to be for selfish reasons. Why the coup took place, I don't know. Why does it have to be a coup? You tell me. Because I don't know. Hopefully it's not a trend in this, our African nation. Hopefully we won't hear another African country going backwards rather than forward. Coup should be something that should be left for history, not moving forward in this present generation. In this year 2023, we are still seeing countries, especially in Africa, going through coup d'etat. What are we doing, Sef? Does this bring any productivity? What is the outcome most times when there's coup? I don't see any good thing coming out there. Africans, let's rise, let's wake up and start doing things right. You have to tolerate each other, try to talk about issues and get over it. All right? Just for the good of the nation, not just for your own pockets. That's the way forward. As long as you are dealing with human beings are not brought up via the same background. A leader should have the capability of leading, not ruling, of being able to be inclusive and not just exclusive to his family and friends alone, and not just for your pocket. When will Africa really rise up, or any black nation for that matter, and see life and see leading a country to be that way? You tell me. Drop your comments, let me know. I just show a lot of empathy for another country in Africa, this one, Niger, going through this crisis. Hopefully they'll be able to resolve this amicably and just move on and make this our culture, our race, more talked about in a better light. All right? This is a more lighter note. Yeah, an 11-year-old girl in the United States called 911 and saying that she was missing. Really? And she wasn't. The cops came in and realized that it was a fluke, or it was not real. So for an 11-year-old girl, she's now in handcuffs. You'll see the video.
I'm telling you this right now, you're going to take this as a lesson at 11 years old, that if you do something stupid in the future, you're going to enjoy those cuffs.
I'm not going to do this again.
11-year-old girl? What bravery. Is that too much of freedom? Who do you blame? Is it the parents? Who do you blame for this one? Is it too much freedom being given by the child or to the child by the parents? For her, yes, it's a her, it's a she. Yeah, you got that right. Had the guts to call 911 and declare that she's missing. What was she trying to do? Was she influenced? And they are using the word kidnapping as the reason. I really don't understand. Is this an abuse of freedom? If that girl was in Africa, hey, the first question is, what are you doing, Sef? Drop your comments. Let us know what you think about that. That was crazy. I don't think there's any well-cultured girl in Africa, especially. I'm not really not that in developed countries don't have a good home training. But you can see this could be an exception when you see situations like this. I don't think there is any tolerable situation like that in Africa, where you see a girl at that little age will call the police and declare that she's missing. Anyway, hey, thanks for watching. This is the most part I have to they're asking me to wrap it up here. So if you enjoy the content, kindly drop your comments. It will help our algorithm so much. And subscribe, share to a friend. Don't forget, if you have any thoughts, drop it on your comment section and we might just take it on. Okay? Thanks so much. And always remember, do unto others what you want others to do unto you. Talk to you again, folks. Bye-bye.